Welcome back to World History Explored, a place where the pages of the past come alive, and thank you for being the relentless detectives of our journey through time. Today, we are on the brink of uncovering a tantalizing enigma, the uncovered narrative of Andrew Jackson, a man whose odyssey from the humble backwoods of the Carolinas to the apex of power in the land is a testament to the elusive American dream. This intrigue-riddled story, dappled with shades of grey, stands as a monument to determination and a thrilling case of controversy. Let's plunge into the convoluted web of tales surrounding Jackson, the seventh President of the United States, illuminating the major controversies that punctuate his compelling saga. The first clue catapults us back to the early 19th century, an era of audacious expansion for the United States, and we find ourselves delving westward, where a tumultuous clash with the indigenous peoples of America awaits. At the helm of this westward surge was Jackson himself, a visionary with an insatiable thirst for a larger, more powerful America. However, his notorious Indian removal policy would forever cast a spectral shadow over his legacy. This policy sparked the uprooting of Native American tribes from their ancestral lands, forging the trajectory for American progress, but also setting the stage for the infamous Trail of Tears. This trail was not merely a metaphoric voyage, but a chilling, stark reality for thousands of Native Americans forcibly ripped from their homes to traverse hundreds of miles of alien, hostile terrain. This journey was a brutal test of survival, rife with vicious conditions, rampant disease, malnutrition, and exposure to the merciless elements. Many lives were extinguished, innocent casualties of a system that prioritized relentless ambition over human dignity. As we delve deeper into this somber chapter of American history, we find ourselves face to face with the haunting reality of the cost of expansion and progress. The Trail of Tears stands as a chilling symbol of the harsh reality of the human toll exacted in the relentless pursuit of power and territory, a toll exacted from countless Native Americans due to Jackson's controversial policy. As we unearth the obscured truth of Andrew Jackson, we grapple with a figure whose life is a study in stark contrasts. His ascension from obscurity to the presidency is a testament to his unyielding resolve. However, his legacy is tarnished by the horrific aftermath of his policies. This dichotomy offers a tantalizing glimpse into the enigmatic character of Jackson, the seventh President of the United States, and the undeniable human cost that paid the price for his insatiable ambition for territorial expansion. The mystery around Jackson's tenure as the seventh President of the United States thickens as we delve into the second controversy of his presidency, his economic policies. In the whirlwind years from 1829 to 1837, the nation was caught in the vise of financial turbulence. Publicly, Jackson played the part of the common man's knight in shining armor, but behind the scenes, his economic maneuvers painted a contradictory tableau. As a charismatic figurehead, he captivated the masses with his populist sermons, but his actions often painted a starkly contrasting picture. The plot thickens as we explore Jackson's vehement opposition to the central bank, puzzling and polarizing all at once. He saw the bank as the embodiment of corruption, a treasure chest for the wealthy being filled from the pockets of the ordinary citizen. In Jackson's eyes, the bank was an elite fortress built to serve the privileged few while the masses languished. To his supporters, this belief was a siren's song, but it found no harmony in many quarters. His uncompromising disdain for the central bank culminated in a daring attempt to dismantle it, an audacious move that sent ripples through the economic stratosphere. His actions set off a domino effect, triggering precarious economic volatility, which only deepened the financial quagmire. The nation's economy plummeted in a series of downturns. The Panic of 1837, the most catastrophic of these falls, was a financial earthquake that shook the nation to its core, leading to widespread unemployment and plunging the nation into the abyss of economic depression. The Panic of 1837 is often seen as the smoking gun that links back to Jackson's controversial economic policies, especially his audacious decision to bring down the central bank. It was a time of financial carnage, Businesses crumbled like a house of cards, banks toppled, and whole families were thrust into the jaws of poverty. The Panic of 1837 was not merely an economic catastrophe, it evolved into a social crisis. The ravages of this financial tempest scarred the lives of the American people, igniting social discontent and widespread unrest. Central to Jackson's economic strategy was his conviction in the principle of limited government interference in the economy. A principle grounded in the American ethos of individual liberty and self-reliance. But the fallout from his economic game plan was devastating. His decisions, especially the audacious move to dismantle the central bank, set off a wave of economic turmoil affecting countless American citizens. The aftershock of Jackson's economic maneuvers was severe. His actions triggered public protests and a tsunami of public outrage. His presidency was punctuated by waves of public discontent, with many feeling deceived and let down. His economic gambits tore a chasm among the American people, not only economically but politically and socially. It sparked friction among societal factions and fanned the flames of existing social and political strains. This division was deeply entrenched and bitterly contested, and the healing process was a long and arduous journey. Jackson's presidency, a saga of controversy and division, serves as a stark reminder of the high-stake gamble that economic policies can be. The mystery surrounding Jackson's presidency deepens as we revisit his economic policies, the second controversy of his presidency. His audacious decisions triggered public outcry and widespread resentment, tearing a rift among the American people that would take years to bridge. As we delve into the vast tapestry of Jackson's legacy, it's imperative to acknowledge the controversies that shroud his persona. This remarkable individual, hailed as the people's president, was a beacon of contentious debates, an enigma of staggering complexity who stirred up powerful emotions among those who knew him and those who endeavored to comprehend his story. His life, as elaborate and multifaceted as the epoch he resided in, was a saga of unparalleled courage, astute political strategies, and actions that often strayed into the realm of dispute. Andrew Jackson was indisputably sculpted by his era, birthed to Irish immigrants and reared amidst the raw and unyielding terrain of the American frontier. His upbringing forged him into a figure of resilience and tenacity, qualities that would become his compass in the political wilderness. Yet, his formative years were also punctuated by tribulation and desolation, experiences that ignited a fiery temper and predisposition for forcefulness that frequently courted controversy. His military feats have been etched in the annals of history, with Jackson steering American forces towards a victorious horizon in the War of 1812's Battle of New Orleans, a pivotal triumph that enshrined him as a national hero. Yet his military prowess was also a catalyst for some of his most contentious actions. His ruthless dealing with Native Americans, culminating in the notorious Trail of Tears, is an indelible stain on his legacy. Actions that were lauded in his era are now subjected to intense scrutiny and censure today. Jackson, as an eminent political figure, was a pioneering force, the founding pillar of the modern Democratic Party, and the first ruler chosen by the voice of the people. His policies underscored his faith in the supremacy and rights of the common man. However, his reign was also speckled with a series of scandals and controversies, including his disintegration of the Second Bank of the United States and his endorsement of slavery. Venturing deeper into the labyrinth of Andrew Jackson's existence, we uncover a man who mirrored the turbulent times he navigated. His life was an intricate weave of victories and failures, intertwined in a manner that highlighted his unmistakable humanity and staggering complexity. His legacy, therefore, is not a monochrome tale of heroism or villainy, but a kaleidoscopic narrative of a man who, for better or worse, became a lodestar in the constellation of American history. The controversies and complexities encircling Jackson's life serve not only as reminders of his fallible humanity, but also as invaluable life lessons. They provide insights into the labyrinth of history, the perils of unrestrained power, the significance of empathy, and the incessant quest for justice. Through these lessons, we can gain a clearer understanding of our past, steer our present, and chart the course of our future. Thus, the tale of Andrew Jackson emerges as a powerful testament to the necessity of perpetually questioning and deriving wisdom from our historical legacy. It implores us to dig deeper into the stratum of the past, dissect the actions of our predecessors, and critically assess their impact on our present and future. After all, scrutinizing the past with a discerning gaze is crucial. It's through this understanding that we can wield history as a lever to architect a better future. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey into the life and legacy of Andrew Jackson in our gripping series, Unmasking Andrew Jackson, the Untold Truth on World History Explored. Together, we've navigated the intricate maze of a man seen as a hero by some, a villain by others. A man whose footprints still mark the path of American history. If this video illuminated new perspectives for you, we'd be thrilled if you could smash that like button. Your likes catapult our reach to more history aficionados like yourself. We you to share this video with those who might find it engrossing, and ensure you've subscribed to World History Explored for more deep dives into the riveting tales of our world's past. And now we challenge you to engage the comments section below. What's your take on Andrew Jackson's legacy? Do you testify him as a hero, a villain, or a fascinating blend of both? Your thoughts add vibrancy to our community and enrich our collective grasp of history. As we draw the curtains on this video, remember this: history isn't a dusty book. It's a dynamic lens that helps us make sense of our present and craft our stay tuned, because just around the corner, we have another grand adventure waiting for you. So keep your explorer hats on, and we'll meet you in the next electrifying video on World History Explored.